Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. They don't send out my notifications on this channel. Oh, I don't see it nowhere. They're not sending them out. We're gonna get to the bottom of this FDA. They done started doing it again. Gotta keep busting my way back into the algorithm. Let's stop sending out my notifications again. Here they go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Yeah, man. We about to talk about it this morning, man. Mm-hmm. We gonna talk about it. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Wait for a few more people to get in here. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. I'm trying to find a conversation that started it all. The conversation that started it all, y'all. Here we go. Y'all ready for the conversation that started it all? This is the conversation that started all of it. Because a lot of people think Fat Joe just came out of nowhere. Appreciate you for subbing, man. Appreciate you for subbing. Look, this is where it all came from, y'all. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
Mold a certain narrative.
Puerto Ricans, do you feel like they played a part in creating hip hop?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Were they early? Were they the first contributors? Yes. Did they do things to help proliferate hip hop? Yes. Were they, do we have valuable uh, people from the Puerto Rican culture that has contributed? Absolutely. But in the beginning stages of hip hop, in the creation stages of hip hop, this was very much a Black American youth thing that had no outside influences from Puerto Rico
Y'all
or
listen.
Jamaica or any other type of place that you may name. The influence is, if anything, were from down south America. The influences were our parents' music. Like it had nothing to do with any outside people. And any individuals that might have been from those places did not bring that culture to hip hop. They had to act Black in order to.
Exactly. Look, I'm a little bit younger than Lord Jamar, but in the '90s, this wouldn't have never happened. When Tupac was alive and Wu Tang was out, nobody would have ever came out and said that Latino people, Puerto Ricans created hip hop. They wouldn't have never said that. So like, nah, bro, no. We fit to wiggle through it and get to it, man.
To assimilate to hip hop culture. That's all that's being said. There's no hatred or no racism, whatever they're trying to call foul on. It's just saying, listen, the thing that you love and adore is something that was made by Black American youth. Get over it. It's not the melting pot y'all are trying to paint it as. Now, I don't know if there's some sort of financial reasons, being we have the Olympics coming up and people want to attach themselves to certain things. We just had the 50th anniversary of hip hop. That was very lucrative for certain people. You understand? So, yeah, museums being made in the Bronx and stuff like that. So I think in some people, it's their best interest to try to mold a certain narrative, you know, but the truth is the truth, you know. I people that was there that will tell you what it is. This is not just me talking, you know what I mean? But because they'll say I wasn't there. I don't have to be there. I don't have to be there because the DNA will show you.
Good time, what up, man?
Everything that's incorporated into hip hop will show you that it has nothing to do with Puerto Rican or Jamaican culture, period.
I'll be back to my other channel like on Monday. I think so. These lives of people been coming in, not even really paying attention. I'll be back on my other channel. Hopefully I can get back into the algorithm like I was.
We're just put out there. I'm not exactly sure when. I think it started happening in the 90s. Don't know why, but we're here to clear this up.
So why do you think people like Fat Joe and Crazy Legs, they push that narrative? It's like, for me, it's one thing for them to push it, but when you got people like, you know, KRS-One pushing it, yeah, that's crazy, man.
Well, you know, I can definitely understand why people like Fat Joe or Crazy Legs or even a Pete Rock, you know, feel like they would want to push that narrative because that's what they heard. And quite frankly, it'll make you feel good. It makes you feel good. You know what I mean? If you somehow believe that you had a hand in something, but then when you find out otherwise, you know, it could make you kind of salty. And it was nice to go with those myths or those narratives when they were put out there and all of that. But, yeah, it's just not real. Oh, and also I wanted to say to that is, I think there's a certain, like, maybe slight guilt that comes with people of a certain lineage who weren't born there. Okay? So now you have people, you have Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans alike who, if you're not born there, they look down on you a little bit. Jamaicans will call you a Yankee regardless if your parents are Jamaican and was born in Jamaica and all that. You understand what I'm saying? So I think some of these people have a little bit of that going on where they're almost trying to overcompensate and show like, yo, listen, I'm standing up for my flag. I'm standing up for, you know, I'm Jamaican, I'm Puerto Rican. That doesn't matter. I was born here in America. I'm not American like them. I'm with y'all.
He got a point.
And all I'm saying is,
he got a point right there.
If we're really all one, if this is really all about unity, if we all see ourselves as black, then why is this even a fucking issue, yo?
Man, let me run this back. Y'all gotta watch this.
Early, were they the first contributors?
This started the whole. This was Fat Joe was talking about. This started the whole conversation, y'all.
Yes. Were they? You know, do we have valuable people from the Puerto Rican culture that has contributed? Absolutely. But in the beginning stages of
this will start the whole thing.
Creation stages of hip hop, this was very much a Black American youth thing that had no outside influences from Puerto Rico or Jamaica or any other type of place that you may name. The influences, if anything, were from down south America. The influences were our parents' music.
How y'all feel about this?
Nothing to do with any outside people, and any individuals that might have been from those places did not bring that culture to hip hop.
Y'all get in the chat if y'all feel differently.
In order to assimilate to hip hop culture. That's all that's being said. There's no hatred or no racism, whatever they're trying to call foul on. It's just saying, listen, the thing that you love and adore is something that was made by Black American youth. Get over it. It's not the melting pot y'all are trying to
Get over it, man.
paint it as. Now, I don't know if there's some sort of financial reasons, being we have the Olympics coming up and people want to attach themselves to certain things. We just had the 50th anniversary of hip hop. That was very lucrative for certain people. You understand? So, yeah, museums being made in the Bronx and stuff like that. So I think in some people, it's their best interest to try to mold a certain narrative, you know, but the truth is the truth, you know.
Y'all keep listening.
I got people that was there that will tell you what it is. This is not just me talking, you know what I mean? But because they'll say I wasn't there. I don't have to be there. I don't have to be there because the DNA will show you the everything that's incorporated into hip hop will show you that it has nothing to do with Puerto Rican or Jamaican culture.
Look at that, y'all. They got mad and left the chat because it's showing me.
And those were myths.
Yeah, I look better than Lord Jamar. What y'all talking about?
I'm not exactly sure when. I think it started happening in the 90s.
For the YouTubers, I want y'all to learn something too. I'm doing the lives on here, right? This is my other channel. See how they want to look at the screen, right? But on my other channel, they look at me the whole time. So it's like, YouTubers, pay attention to this. Any YouTubers in here, look at how this chat is low. Not a lot of people in this chat, but my other channel, Doshy Jim, got 1,500. I got like 30K lives, 25K lives. So YouTubers, pay attention to the difference between the two channels.
We're here to clear this up.
So why do you think people like Fat Joe and Crazy Legs, they push that narrative? It's like, for me, it's one thing for them to push it, but when you got people like, you know, KRS-One pushing it, yeah, that's crazy, man.
Well, you know, I can definitely understand why people like Fat Joe or Crazy Legs or even a Pete Rock, you know, feel like they would want to push that narrative because that's what they heard. And quite frankly, it'll make you feel good. It makes you feel good. You know what I mean? If you somehow believe that you had a hand in something, but then when you find out otherwise, you know, it could make you kind of salty. And it was nice to go with those myths or those narratives when they were put out there and all of that. But, yeah, it's just not real. Oh, and also I wanted to say to that is, I think there's a certain, like, maybe slight guilt that comes with people of a certain lineage who weren't born there. Okay?
See, I never thought about this part.
You have Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans alike who, if you're not born there, they look down on you a little bit. Jamaicans will call you a Yankee regardless if your parents are Jamaican and was born in Jamaica and all that. You understand what I'm saying? So I think some of these people have a little bit of that going on where they're almost trying to overcompensate and show like, yo, listen, I'm standing up for my flag. I'm standing up for, you know, I'm Jamaican, I'm Puerto Rican. That doesn't matter. I was born here in America. I'm not American like them. I'm with y'all. And all I'm saying is, if we're really all one, if this is really all about unity, if we all see ourselves as black, then why is this even a fucking issue, yo? What's the fucking problem? If we all one, then black Americans did this. And if y'all was black Americans, then we don't have a problem. But you want to separate yourself with these different flags and all of that. You want to be one, but you want to be singled out too. So if you want to be singled out, well, then we got to say, all right, well, then you wasn't there in the beginning because it was only black Americans that was there.
Yeah, and I know KRS-One, he spoke on it, and he was calling people stupid if they try to downplay Latinos playing a part of hip-hop.
And then he went as far as to say that hip-hop couldn't have been created without Latinos.
Yeah, that's a wild statement.
That's a wild statement.
Wild.
Because I'm going to be honest, and this is no disrespect to any Latinos in hip-hop, But you can remove everybody from hip hop and just leave black people, and hip hop would be just fine. It's when you remove black people from hip hop that it all goes to shit. Let's keep it real. I feel like a lot of this pushback is because certain people don't like Tariq personally. They don't like what he's about with FBA and all of that type of shit. Like, listen, Tariq is a cool guy. I'm not some sort of Tariq disciple, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that I may not agree with as far as the full FBA, you know, stance on reparations, let's say. You know what I mean? But that doesn't stop me from engaging in the truth. You see what I'm saying? Like people will say, well, because on my father's lineage, right? My great-grandfather is from Guyana, right? But my mother is full what you would call FBA. So you got some people, well, you're not even FBA, Lord Jamar, like you have Guyanese in your fucking family. So what? Why would that make me lie? Why would that make me lie? I'm still going to tell the truth, whether it falls in my favor or not. See, this is what y'all don't understand. When it doesn't fall in your favor, you want to now lie. If it don't fall in my favor, I don't care. I don't care. Oh, my father's half is going to be mad that they wasn't down with the beginning of hip-hop. Nobody said the Guyanese was in the beginning of hip-hop. And my family is so New York. Like nobody has an accent in my family. I didn't come up with any Caribbean recipes in my home. Like, that's my great-grandfather. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we've been in New York for Udine. So it's like we black Americans from New York. You know what I mean? And black Americans from New York, and I'm not even going to just say the Bronx, and that's blasphemous too in certain circles, that, oh, the Bronx created it. I'm going to say the New York City area created it, because a lot of shit was going on simultaneously. I think that some people, you know what I mean? How could you know? If you're in the Bronx, you don't know what's going on in Queens. You know what I mean? You don't know necessarily what's going on in Brooklyn unless you're traveling like that. You know what I mean? And not everybody was doing that. A lot of people were staying in their own neighborhoods and all of that. Yeah, even KRS had to correct himself because he had the song South Bronx. And he said, well, you know, to be historically correct, it started in the West Bronx, you know. It's all debatable, you know. Some people say East Bronx. Some people say they was doing this in Brooklyn and Queens too. So, like I said, hip-hop started around that New York City area at that time by black American youth. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it at all. But BET, right, got to ask you about this. How you feel about the backlash they got for remembering O.J. Simpson at the BET Awards? And the main person that was giving them backlash was Stephen A. Smith.
Listen, you know, to try to encompass somebody's whole life into one moment, you know what I mean? That, first of all, was never proven. You know what I mean? Like, that it was, you know, there's a lot of things have come out subsequently that says,
yeah, we're going to get to the bottom of this FBA.
He didn't do it. After all, people,
we're going to get to the bottom of this. We got some more stuff for y'all, man. We're going to get to the bottom of this, y'all, because y'all not about to take hip-hop from us.
You and Fat Joe, what's going on between both of y'all? I know he made some comments about FBAs, and I know he made a comment about
hip-hop is ours.
He was the wackest one in brand new.
We already could take NFL if we want to. We already could take the NBA if we wanted to. But we know we didn't create that. But we could,
you know,
we could say we created the NFL. We created the NBA. We didn't create that.
About
but we took it up.
FBA is kind of crazy because FBA is the one that put him where he is today. So you have to understand that it wasn't the Puerto Rican community or any other community that embraced Fat Joe. Fat Joe came up in DITC, which consist of
digging in the
mainly
crates.
foundational Black Americans, you know, and he was the only Puerto Rican member in the group. So it's kind of ironic for him to attack foundational Black Americans with his rhetoric. He sat there, you know, and as a white Puerto Rican, you know, he sat there and used the word nigga more than niggas used the word nigga. In a room full of niggas, and not a nigga said nothing. They just let him nick it up. And Math Hoffa and them is getting a little heat for that right now, too. But I think it was uncalled for. First of all, it needs to be said that foundational Black Americans are not the foundational Black authority, as he said, is not an organization. It's a lineage. Either you're part of it or you're not, by lineage. Okay? How your ancestry, where your ancestry takes you. So, you know, there's about 48 million people that would be considered foundational Black Americans.
So for the Black people that's like, I know some Black people that's like, I mean, it's funny because I'm not FBA. I'm not FBA. Well, were you born in America? Yeah. Okay. Are you Black? Yeah. Okay. Do you know of any like let me ask you this question again. Were you born in America? Yeah. Are you Black? Yeah. Okay. I'm asking you this question one more time. So what you said, bro, if you were born in America and you Black, you are FBA no matter what. You are scientifically FBA. Even if you try to, I'm a rebel without a, y'all sound worse than the immigrants that's protesting to not go. If you're an immigrant and you outside protesting, you better go hide. You better go sit your ass down somewhere. You want Black people help? Okay, Black people help. Sit your ass down somewhere. Like Black people, when we got warrants and shit, we don't go. We don't drive in the front seat. We don't drive. Can you drive the car? The police. Somebody dies, somebody come around ask for a question, and we leave because we know we got warrants. Like Black people, we know how to live with warrants and on the run. I was on the run. I had a court case on TV. I was on the run from the police. I watched a whole girl talk about me. I watched a whole judge system talk about me on live TV on a local station. Because this girl I was working with got caught with like some pounds. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother issue. But yeah, bro, like, Black people can't help y'all protest because Black people, if Black people go out there and help y'all protest, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse for y'all. They're going to be like, oh, the Black people helping y'all too? And y'all don't, the Black people, no, they got to stay in their place. Shit, y'all out there protesting, ain't nobody doing nothing to y'all. Y'all able to go crazy. Let some Black people come out there and start protesting with y'all. That's when people going to start getting shot, pepper sprayed, beat up. Y'all can protest, let the Black people let us start coming. Unless y'all ready to crash out. The Latino people that say they want Black people to help, okay, y'all want us to help, okay, y'all must be ready to crash out. Because when we come, it's crash out season. We coming to start beating people up and we finna start fucking shit up. You already know how to go. You know what I mean? And for the people that's in and out the chat, y'all be back. Y'all will be back. You know, I know how to do this chat now. This is practice, man, for my bigger channel. This is practice, y'all. We talking about practice, not a game. We talking about practice. Let me let y'all hear some more of this, man. Because we're going to get to the bottom of this. Oh, we're going to get to the bottom of this, man. I just want y'all to know I'm Joshy Jim Guy, 1500. Joshy Jim Sports. I got a whole nother channel, y'all, that's lit. You know what I'm saying? Go to Joshy Jim Guy 1500. I got lives just like this. Go to Joshy Jim Guy 1500. Go to the lives. Type in popular. I got 30K, 20K. The same stuff I'm doing on here. It's kind of like what it remind me of when I come to this channel and do stuff. It kind of remind me of like climbing somewhere, being in Clark Kent mode. Y'all really don't even know I got a whole channel. I done talked to Willie D. I done talked to a bunch of people. I like doing this under channel because I ain't gonna lie, I'm starting to have more and more haters. And I'm just calling them haters out for who they are, bro. Like, if people get mad at you when you're doing good and you ain't did nothing to nobody, they just haters, bro. Call them haters if they get mad, spit in their face. Yeah, when you call a hater, and they hating big time, and you say, man, you hating, they say, I'm not a hater, spit in their face while they say they're not a hater. They're not a hater. To let them know, nigga, I know you're a hater. I'm not questioning if you're a hater. I'm telling you you're a hater. I'm not spitting in their face. Shut the fuck up. I know you're a hater. I'm telling you you're a hater. Shut up. Do people like that. Slap them, spit in their face and slap them before the spit even get to their face. Pow! Then the spit hit their face. Wake their whole game up. You're a hater and you're nothing else. Don't deny it. Don't play with me. Play with something safe. I'm telling you, man, they should let me be the president. I couldn't be the president because I have all kind of weird ass rules. Like, if somebody hate on you, you should be able to kill them. Pause. With kindness. You know what I mean? Keep hustling till the haters. Man, good time. I'm telling you, bro. Like, it should be a rule where if somebody hates on you for no reason, you should be able to sue them. Like, you should be able to take something they said or certain and sue them. Like, hating is killing America, bro. Haters is killing America, my nigga. I'm talking about, bro. I didn't been through all this. I done did all this stuff, man. Just to get here, but I'm telling you, man, it's a cold game out here, but somebody got to play it. And I'm damn sure gonna play it. But yeah, though, with the Puerto Ricans saying they started hip hop, it's like, it's easy. Hip hop is a derivative of soul music. Hip hop comes from like our forefathers. So if y'all created hip hop, then y'all supposed to have a James Brown, y'all supposed to have a Michael Jackson, y'all supposed to have an Otis Redding, y'all supposed to have like even a Muhammad Ali. Y'all supposed to have all these people that took y'all in the. Y'all can't just all of a sudden see a movement and just, oh, we started that. Nothing, no history to back it up. No, now just no derivatives of nothing to turn it into nothing. Like, first they was playing basketball on a peach basket, and then they was playing with like a soccer ball or something. Then they you know, like the hip hop. First we had James Brown, and we had Aretha Franklin, we had Jackie Wilson, and we had we had blaxploitation movies and Superfly and all that stuff, and then it turned into rap and stuff later. Like, where's the Puerto Rican parts of that? Where y'all just came out of nowhere, was from Puerto Rico with a bunch of Puerto Rican, a whole bunch of Puerto Rican movements and mannerisms and just your language, your whole culture, and then all of a sudden y'all was able to just turn into a whole culture that was cultivated through slavery and through black people conditions. Y'all got here. I think they say Puerto Ricans got here like in the 30s and 40s or something, if I'm not correct. And y'all just got here, all of a sudden was able to start a movement that black people had. Like, it just automatically blinked your eyes and started hip hop. Man, get the fuck out of here. Man, get out of here, man. If y'all don't stop playing, boy. Y'all just automatically we created a movement that took James Brown and, you know, B.B. King and blues and early, like we was there to start off. We did that. Huh? Like, the hardships it took for black people in America through slavery and the soul that y'all developed and all that through being like how y'all was treated in America for 400 years, like the soul and the sturdiness and the strength and the perseverance that it takes to even come up with a genre like hip hop. We did that. We was in slavery too. Now that I think about it, we was enslaved. No, y'all, stop, man, stop. Look, I'm not a Lord Tyreek. I'm not a Tyreek Nasheed descendant. I'm not a Lord Jamar descendant. I've been talking about FBA for a while. I keep telling y'all I got another channel. Y'all should go over there. It's called, here, hold on, let me show y'all. This is my other channel right here. And y'all should go over there and check it out. I keep telling y'all, y'all be thinking I be coming on here, getting on here, and leaving and coming back into the chat and doing all this stuff and acting like y'all not interested in this channel. Look, this is my whole other channel. Look at how many subscribers I got. This is my other channel, y'all. I got 8,670 subscribers on this channel. So y'all think y'all want to come in this chat and be in and out like that means something to me, bro? I'm not tripping, bro. What up with it? What up with it? Look now, look at this live for the 2 people that's in here. Look at this live, right? Now this is my lives right here, right? For the people that's in this live, acting like they in and out or whatever, right? Look at the numbers on my lives on my other channel. Look at the numbers. I got lives for 30K, 20K. I got live, you know what I'm saying? Look at the numbers on my lives. So I want y'all to know when I come on here and y'all don't hit the like button, y'all, man, I'm just coming to my junior channel trying to lace y'all up, bro. I just want y'all to know that, bro. So when y'all somebody came in here and say, oh, it's crickets in this live, bro. I do lives that be having good time. My boy, good time in here right now. Bro, I be doing lives. I be trying to tell y'all, man, look. When I be doing these lives, y'all really getting a treat, bro. This is what I usually do. Look, this is my other channel. I do 30K, 20K, 25K in an hour on my other channel. So when I'm in here, I'm not just talking to y'all, bro. I'm really a bigger YouTuber in a smaller channel just trying to come holler at y'all, bro. I'm trying to get this channel laced up, too. I'm trying to come with the Joshy Jim Sports. So I just want y'all, just had to get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? Just had to get that out the way. But yeah, man, this is tripping me out, man. This Alan, what up, man? But nah, we gotta wiggle through it and get to it and get to the bottom of all this, cause I really, at first I thought it was a game, but I'm starting to realize, like, they really think they started hip hop. Like Jamaica, it's like, where was this energy in the 90s? That's all I'm saying. Like, y'all do know the most potent part of all of this was the 90s. The most potent part of all of this was the 90s, right? Why none of this was said in the 90s? Where was all this energy in the 90s? Where was all this in the 90s, y'all?
Puerto Rico not continue doing hip hop? Why, when you go over there, all they do is fuck with Bad Bunny, and that's not hip hop? Why didn't it continue these things that you claim that you guys brought to the game, which you did not? You did not bring breakdancing and graffiti to the game, okay? But even if you did, then why is it not all over the island? And why is hip-hop not all over the island? Let's ask ourselves this. FBA all day, every day. Thank you, rich boy. I appreciate you. So let me stop here, right? I'm going to say my analogy, right? So you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of, okay, so say you got a friend, right? They don't got a car, right? You got a nice car, right? And they say to me, hey, man, listen, man, I got a date tonight, you know what I mean? I'd appreciate it if you act like the car is mine. Now, this is your boy, you know what I mean? And you like, you know what, fuck it. Do you know what I mean? So he does it. Cool, we let him do it. Cool. Now, he wants to do it again. And then he wants to do it again. And now he's starting to
Act like the car is.
Overstep boundaries, right? He's overstepping boundaries. He's taking your car charger and putting it somewhere where you don't like. He made the memory to the seat, and his shit is number 1 now. And all. What? Hang the fuck on. And then one day, when y'all all 3 together, you kind of start talking, and it's starting to be evident that, hold up, this is really your ride, right? And then he pulls you to the side, like, yo, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, I thought we said that we... Hey, man, I'm kind of getting tired of this shit, man. Like, This is my fucking car, B.
Hip hop is
I'm
ours.
playing these games, man. I know I played along with you for a minute, and that's what we did. We kept saying, oh yeah, they was there. They was there. You know, in the beginning, they was there. We kept saying that. And then when you tell him this, now the motherfucker get mad at you for laying claim to your own win. And this nigga don't want to be friends no more. So really, the friendship was contingent upon if I keep up this lie for you. And if I don't keep up this lie, then I'm not fucking with you.
Now y'all created hip hop.
And that seems to be the attitude of some Puerto Ricans. Not all. Some Puerto Ricans like Fat Joe and niggas like Lazy Legs. Okay? They seem to have this, oh, come on, man. Why y'all can't be cool? Why y'all can't go along with our narrative? And if you're not, oh, man, you being divisive, man.
Y'all didn't create hip hop.
Y'all
What?
being so divisive. But a nigga would never say that if you was stealing some shit from them. They'd be ready to call the cops, call their friends, and all kind of shit. Hey, stop him! Motherfuckers is crazy, man. Cash Rules, thank you. He said, LJ, why don't people exploit the fact that Fat Joe stole over $2.5 million from the Big Pun estate, and that Liza Rios had to take Fat Joe to court to prove her claims?
People don't know about that.
I mean, listen, I've been hearing that a lot for quite some time. You know, I feel like that's low-hanging fruit. I feel like anybody can go and check that out. You know what I mean? Look into it, you know? Another question I have is, who chose Fat Joe as the guy to host all these award shows? As the spokesperson for hip-hop? It's funny how corporate America, white America, will use these buffers, these in between. You know, they don't really get right next to the black people, so they get certain people that, you know, they can get next to the black people, and then they can get back to that guy. You see? It's very interesting. But thank you, Cash Rules. I appreciate you. J.S. Preezy said, can't front, my brother. That track is fire. Thank you, J.S. Preezy. I mean, why would you want to front? You know what I mean? Like, if it's good, I don't care if I like you or not. If you make good music, I'm going to fucking say that it's good. Like, you know what I mean? And I might like you as a person, but if you make bad music, I might say it's bad. Like, you know, or I just might not say anything. How about that? But thank you. And that's another thing, like, I think motherfuckers, you know, you haven't heard me in years. So you don't really know what I'm capable of. And I think that a lot of people just sleeping and thinking, oh, he ain't got shit. You know what I mean? So that's just a little taste right there. A little taste of the bass is in your face. But I'm telling you, when I drop this Building 7, the whole album, just nobody is expecting this coming from me. That's all I'm saying. You're not expecting it. And I'm very confident and very proud. That's why I said, if dudes want to debate me, cool. If you want to put out an album and go against me with your album, cool. Like, I'm with the shits. You know what I mean? Like, I'm with the shits. Like dudes want to box and all this type of shit. I mean, under the right circumstances, I'm with the shits. I'm with the shits. And I'm telling you, I'm at a high level in all things I do. That's all I can say. All right? But thank you, J.S. Breezy. Rad7 said, peace, God. Tariq, homo. Tariq even said, "You not FBA." I don't think he didn't say that. I know he didn't say that. But thank you, Rad. Save yourself. Thank you. He said, if Kool Herc was truly the so-called godfather of hip-hop, he would pop in and clear all this up. He's still alive. Your legendary status is growing. Thank you, Self-Savior. I appreciate it. Listen, shout out to Kool Herc, man. I know Kool Herc. And he said out his mouth that this is not something he brought from Jamaica. Although, yes, his lineage was from Jamaica, but he wasn't the first one doing this. He saw other people DJing and wearing sheepskins and hats and all. Come on, bro. Like, this is not a Jamaican thing. All those people's parents may have been from other places. This whole influence and what was going on in the street at that time was totally foundational Black American youth influenced. Okay? And that's what you people don't understand. Oh, well, we was around. I hate to shout. Well, we was around. Yo, people might know that Math Hoffa gonna get on. And we gonna get on Math Hoffa shit because he was pissing me off too. He gonna get on a Star's platform and talk about. I don't understand what's the point of all the division and all this type of shit. If you're not from New York, you wouldn't understand that Blacks and Puerto Ricans grew up together. Let's keep it a buck, man.
A buck. Let's do it.
Stop the bullshit. Some of us grew up together. Some of us got along and some of us didn't. You know goddamn well there was the Puerto Ricans that fuck with hip-hop, and then there was the Puerto Ricans that only went to salsa and merengue clubs and ain't fuck with Black people.
Let's go.
There was the Jamaicans that fucked with hip-hop and all that type of shit, and then there was some Jamaicans that only went to fucking Jamaican clubs and didn't really fuck with Yankee boys.
Let's go.
Okay?
Keep it a buck.
Let's fucking keep it real. Let's talk about Rikers Island. If we so together, then why is there a black phone and a Puerto Rican phone? Why is it that certain people that you might be cool with on the street, if they was Puerto Ricans, y'all can't even talk to each other on the island? There's been Puerto Rican power rule god bodies that had to basically fall victim and renounce being God once they went to jail. Because it was like that. Why do you think gangs like sex, money, murder, and all this type of shit were even instituted in the first place? To protect themselves from the Puerto Ricans on the island and shit like that in jail. Yeah, that's where it came from. So let's stop this bullshit and stop acting like we had this harmonious relationship. Yes, some of us did, but this wasn't across the board. Okay? Wasn't across the board. The ones that fucked with us were rebels. They were pioneers. They were going against what their parents and their older siblings were telling them.
Keep it real.
Stop fucking with those morenos.
Keep it real.
Stop fucking with those cocolos. What are you doing? You're acting black. Stop it. Stop it, Hector. What are you doing? Fucking stop it. Why are you wearing your fucking pants like that? You look like one of those fucking morenos. Ay, Dios mío. Come on, man. You can't hear it?
Oh, we're going to wiggle through it and get to it today. I'm not done. Y'all hold on. Y'all hit the like button. This live getting some momentum. I'm trying to do y'all like I do my other channel, man. Y'all hit the like button, turn it up. Let's get this into the algorithm. I want y'all to see something else because they not better take hip hop culture on my watch. They're not on my watch. Not on my watch. No sirree, Bob. I was here from the beginning. It's not happening. I don't care what you.
Is a culture that has been born based on it being attributed to the origin, which is Africa. The origin.
That's
right. All right. So now, how about the
now our culture from Africa.
The flow. My flows with the way I spit. Put your hands where my eyes can see. Hit you with no delaying. So what you singing, yo? Silly with the 9 milli with the dilly, yo. So that's on a rhythm level, right? It's Africa rhythm. All right, let's take it further. When you do a bongo, that's all.
Man, this dude out here doing a whole hip hop tutorial. Like, we don't give a damn about Busta. We don't give a damn about what you talking about. Busta out here with people listening to him, doing a whole tutorial. This is how it was. This boy out here making music. This boy in the park. This boy out here sounding like a San Francisco homeless person trying to pander for change. Bro, stop lying. Busta Rhymes is the most. Busta, your weight fluctuates more than trap prices, bro. Your weight fluctuate more than my prices, bro. One day I got it for the 250, the next day I got it for the 350. But you just say, hey, I'm like my dope prices is like Busta Rhymes' weight, like Luther Vandross's weight. Okay, Busta is just out here a whole liar, just creative with the line. He got people listening and everything, but he's like, look at this bullshit.
Wow. It's not America. I can't take it. It is what it is. Hit you with no delaying to what you singing, yo. Let him know. I'm taking it always back to the origin. So I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to dispute the truth.
This boy out here creatively lying. Man, I would start walking away. As soon as he would have seen me walking away, he would still kept he was leaving. Boy, get the hell out of here with all that bullshit.
Invest your time and waste it trying to dispute the truth. Can't change the truth. Only lies change. Oh man.
Heard it from Busta. Busta, the hip hop historian of the world. He know it. Busta.
Cheddar Jeff. Yo, thank you for being on.
Busta know everything.
Say yourself, real. Be yourself. Always see Latino and Black, and I think we just so a part of each other's cultural significance. Not only as tropical people, but even here in the United States, where the multicultural, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They all our shit. A bunch of our shit is what makes the U.S.
The U.S. ain't got no culture, man. We still there. We ain't had James Brown, man. We ain't had Michael Jackson. The U.S. ain't never had Prince. The U.S. ain't got Jackie Wilson. The U.S. ain't got Aretha Franklin. The U.S. ain't got Motown Records. The U.S. ain't got Gladys Knight. The U.S. ain't got Snoop Dogg. The U.S. ain't got Tupac. The U.S. ain't got blaxploitation movies. The U.S. ain't got Curtis Mayfield. The U.S. ain't got Jackie Robinson. The U.S. ain't got NFL football. The U.S. ain't got NBA. The U.S. we just here. We just here, man. We just Jamaica got all that. Like Jamaica, whoever, they got all like we black people, we don't got no culture. We don't BB King, Aaron Neville, nobody. Cameo, George Clinton, Ohio, Boosie Collins, ain't nobody. We got all that from Jamaica. Jamaica taught us all that. We ain't got no print. We ain't got no Michael Jackson, no Michael Jordan, no none of that, man. We ain't Black Americans. We ain't did shit. Black Americans. We just here. We ain't did a goddamn thing. We ain't even got no culture.
Your time and wasted.
Black Americans. We ain't got no culture, man. We just was here, man.
Oh man.
Black Americans. We just was here. We wasn't doing a damn. We was just sitting around twiddling our thumbs, man.
Thank you for being here, man. Cheddar Jeff. Yo, thank you for being on the fire.
You know what I'm saying? We was just twiddling our thumbs.
Say yourself, real. Be yourself.
Always
see Latino and Black, and I think we just so a part of each other's cultural significance. Not only as tropical people, but even here in the United States, where the multicultural, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They all our shit. A bunch of our
is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. We still don't know what that culture is for the U.S., but
we don't know. We don't got no Kool Moe D's, no Curtis Blows, no Run DMCs, no Grandmaster Flash. Hip hop just came out of nowhere. There wasn't like a bunch of black people like having soul music and going through what they're going through to branch into hip hop. Hip hop just came out of nowhere and Puerto Ricans made it. We didn't have no culture in America. We ain't living in America. That's James Brown never sung that song. That ain't, blank that out of your history books. That never like, yeah. Who was James Brown? Who was the Jackson 5s? Who was that? What? We ain't never had no Martin Luther King, no Malcolm X, none of that, man. We just was here. You know what I'm saying? No Thurgood Marshall, none of that, man. No Rosa Parks. Man, black people just was here. We just was hanging out. We wasn't in slavery for 400 years or nothing. That 400 years, you know, because we know we've been out of slavery. We was in slavery longer than we've been out of slavery. So that 400 years, we was just in America just twiddling our thumbs. But we ain't got no... Listen to Buster, y'all. Listen to what Buster say. Y'all listen to Buster.
Jeff, thank you for being here.
Listen to Buster, y'all.
Yo, thank you for being here.
This is what Buster say, y'all. This pissed me off.
Always see Latino and black, and I think we just so a part of each other's cultural significance. Not only as tropical people, but even here in the United States, where the multicultural, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They all our shit. A bunch of our is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. We still don't know what that culture is for the U.S., but it's a mix-up of all of our cultures in the urban community.
So NWA stole off of like some Jamaicans and some Puerto Ricans. Like Too Short, when he was making drug dealer like soundtracks in like 82, 83, he stole that from Puerto Ricans, and he stole with MC Hammer, one of the most underrated, biggest rappers to never get his shine. I hate how they did MC Hammer. MC Hammer was watching somebody else out there. Luther Vandross patterned his game after somebody like Whitney Houston was watching Selena. We ain't do a damn thing in America. We just twiddling our damn thumbs, and everything else is happening. And black people, we just only get racism put it. All we good for is basketball and football, I guess. Hip hop culture ain't even ours no more. I gotta let y'all hear this shit one more damn time.
Not only as tropical people, but even here in the United States, where the multicultural, because the U.S. ain't got no culture. They all our shit. A bunch of ours is what makes the U.S. whatever you want to call it. We still don't know what that culture is for the U.S., but
Run DMC stole off of you. Curtis Blow stole off of you. Kool Moe D stole off of you. Big Daddy Kane stole off of you. Kid Play stole from you. Mac Dre stole from you. The Movie Minister Society and Boys in the Hood. Wait, let's go over there and fight. That wasn't made off of us. That all this E40 was made off of y'all. Y'all gotta stop, bro. I'm just waiting to see. I'm just looking. It's like watching a bunch of ants try to get this piece of cookie and move. You just sitting there watching the ants try to move a piece of cookie all together, looking like they're not gonna make it. I could just smash the whole thing and stop the whole little movement, but I just want to see. I want to see this shit. I want to see. I really want to see y'all trying to pull this one off.
In the urban community, you know, the Latino and the West Indian has the greatest influence, and we've always had, and we always will, and it's just been that way. So I've actually been influenced by the Latino community.
The Latinos and the West Indians have the biggest influence on hip hop. Where was I? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was alive. Was I alive? I'm in my 40s, so I know I was alive around the time. Huh? Why this didn't start? Can y'all, now look, for my 80s and 90s babies, can you imagine if this shit would have been said in the 90s? That's what I'm trying to tell you. The 90s, we was crazier than y'all. Can y'all imagine while Pac was alive and while Wu-Tang was big, somebody come out of nowhere saying, man, y'all didn't even create hip-hop. Bro, yeah, I got a screenshot. I gotta pin this to the chat. Yes, black Americans created hip hop since the 1920s, but Puerto Ricans and Caribbeans upgraded and updated hip hop in the 70s and 80s, and man,
which allows me to feel.
You know what? I'm gonna go create flag football, and I'm gonna go create two-hand touch league, and I'm gonna say I had a big part to do with the NFL. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Putting my West Indian influence in my music, because they made me feel that much more proud to be like, yeah, my Lisa, yo me, I can't say it. But I'm just saying, a lot of the times, it ain't until you're made to feel
FBA, where y'all at, man?
giving it to the people. Oh, yo, it's big.
FBA, where y'all at? Get in the chat, man. I got another FBA. FBA, where y'all at? Can y'all get in the chat and straighten some things out, man? FBA, where y'all at, bro? Get in the chat, man. I can't answer. FBA, I need y'all to get in the chat, man. FBA, can y'all get in the chat real quick, bro? FBA, where y'all at, man? This is crazy, bro. FBA, can y'all get in the chat and straighten some things out? Oh, I got some more, man. They didn't lie. Lord, I'm gonna let Jamar answer that. That's crazy. That boy say that black Americans, we don't even have no culture. We don't even have a culture, y'all. We don't even have no culture, y'all. Black Americans don't even have no culture.
I have an idea. Let's get into it. News Gordy. And on Drink Champs, Lazy Legs said Mario was half PR. Let me set the record straight. He was 100% black FBA. That's right. Thank you, News Gordy. I know what Lazy Legs said. We don't listen to that Lazy Legs said.
What up, Alex? What up?
Rob G, thank you. He said, it's always been known in the South Bronx, Fat Joe didn't like black people since the 90s. Fact. Puerto Rican from his hood, Ben told me that. Yeah. But then I'm also here from Nori. There's a clip from Nori where he said he don't like Puerto Ricans from the island either. He said, fuck them Puerto Ricans from the island. Like he wasn't fucking with reggaeton and all that type of shit when Nori tried to put him on. And that's what he told him. So, come on now. Y'all riding for this guy? Shout out to all my Puerto Ricans. Shout out to all my Jamaicans. Again, I love y'all. This is not to disparage y'all. But we got to stand on business as to what we've done. And we can't let certain people, you know, from your community, try to twist the narrative. And, you know, it's so cowardly that months ago, again, it's so cowardly that I challenged dudes to a debate. It was crickets. No one said nothing. And that's one of the reasons why I think he was mad too, because I put his name.
Alex Ness, bro, we got to get this shit right, bro. We got to get this right.
I challenged to a debate. Nobody says nothing. Then months later, Lazy Legs wanted to challenge me to a fight. And
beat his ass.
Now Fat Joe comes out thinking that he can talk shit about me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's some coward shit, bro. Like, that's some coward. Why y'all didn't just step up to the table? Y'all all come together, get your facts, and come debate me like I requested. But now you thought you could bully the argument later instead of addressing me directly. And now look how this shit done backfired on you. God damn, you would have been better off just talking to me. Now look at you. Dimples71A. Hey, Dimples. Peace and blessings to the God. In the words of the godfather of rap, Gil Scott-Heron, the revolution will not be televised. Guests need to wipe their feet before entering our house. That's right. Wipe your feet before you enter the house and wipe your finger on the like button before you enter the chat. You heard? Appreciate you, Dimple718. Mohammed Emery. Fat Joe is canceled. Happy New Year, Lord J. Yeah, he did it to himself, man. It ain't nobody else's fault, man. You played yourself. Shout out to my man.
So did, though.
Info specialist, thank you. He said, question. My mother's side of the family has been in this country for centuries, but my father was from Barbados. Am I FBA or not at all? Yes, you are. You only need one parent to be of FBA lineage. So welcome. Yes.
I like to. Hey, that's what I do. That's what I do on my other channel. We got a chat battle going on between Lizard 909 Alien and Pablo Bays. We got a chat war going on. Y'all pay attention to the chat war.
One parent that is.
We got a chat war going between them two.
A lot of people try to throw shit in it.
I'm instigating.
No, he's not. Ain't your grandfather? No, he's not. It was my great-grandfather. My great-grandfather. Okay? But y'all not going to use that against me because my mom is full FBA. So, yes, welcome, info specialist. You are FBA. Unk. Address the .x. Staying away from convos. Listen. You know, he fucking up right now. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? Sometimes your family members do and say stupid shit. And, you know, y'all still family, but they fucking up. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how I feel with this guy. You know what I mean? He's family, but he's not in the right frame of mind right now, you know? And he doesn't understand a lot of stuff. And, yeah, he thinks he got shit figured out, but yeah, he's in a bad place, but whatever. Thank you, Unc. Keith, thank you. Fat Joe is a Democratic shill and have been given his marching orders to attack FBA. You know, I kind of believe that. And that's one of the things I have on my list is that he might have just was put up to this. He might have been put up to this. Because I'm not going to lie, the fact that he tried to call FBA a radical racist organization seemed very strategic. You know, they had laws that were passed not too long ago about radical racist organizations, you know, that they felt like, you know, that could be a threat or something in the future or some shit like that. Yeah, look these things up, man. So for him to try to put that on our jacket is kind of crazy. You know what I mean? And then it's like, man, I'm one of these guys out here speaking boldly against people like P. Diddy and shit like that. I'm speaking against Kamala and all this type of shit. Like, you think they might have not tried to tell him, yo, talk shit about that dude right there. Let's try to shoot down his influence, shoot down his credibility out here in these YouTube streets. I don't like how motherfuckers be listening to him. Well, now you made it worse. Because they was listening to me, and I ain't even have no music out. I was just talking. But now all this
I'm looking. I got my popcorn looking at this.
You've always been the wackest one and all. See, now you got me.
Stop dividing blacks and Latinos.
You know what I mean?
You're treating Spanish like it's not a white European
now
language.
I gotta show you
acting like a ass
who I really am. Okay? And that's everybody. Whoever, and your fucking asses, whoever the fuck was sleeping on me, thinking that, you know, I'm some weakest link. All of these niggas, Eminem, all of these motherfuckers. Watch. My album's gonna be better than all y'all motherfuckers' album. Yes.
Slow down.
Better than
slow down.
Anything that Eminem has put out in the last.
Slow down.
Yup, I just said it.
No, you didn't.
I just said it.
No, you didn't.
You're not gonna listen to that trash. Just like you ain't listening to
Settle
Joe's
down.
album, but you're gonna listen to this album. You're gonna listen to this album. Cause ain't nobody make no hip hop like this in a minute. In a minute. Play with me. Rapping rhyming was influenced by British Irish rhythm schemes centuries before FBA knew the English language.
it wasn't.
Do your research. Study side. Thank you for your super chat. But shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
They didn't rap and rhyme the way we rap and rhyme. They didn't have the schemes the way we put the schemes together. Nobody could do it like how FBA does it. We take everything, we take lemon and make it into lemonade. They took away the instruments out of the schools, so we took a turntable and used it into instruments. We took your bullshit British Irish rhythm schemes and turned it into a whole fucking art form. Shut the fuck up. Shut your stupid ass up. Thank you for your super chat, but shut your dumb ass up. Thinking you smarter than somebody. Stupid motherfuckers. Gemro, what's up, my bro? Mob mentality is needed. Fuck what Shorty said.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I don't want to hear all this. We ain't no we. Black people in America created hip hop, period. If y'all agree with that, then the argument stop. Any other little, it don't matter if you're nice about it. Well, it's y'all created it, but there ain't no but. Ain't no. Be that excited when it's time to march for us, or when it's time to do some. When Sandra Massey, something happened to her, be out there front line or something. Like, stop trying to piggyback the movement. Like, no, bro, we not. Like, no. Sorry. I'm sorry. No. It's not happening. Let me show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all some more stuff. That ain't happening. I'm sorry. It ain't happening. Look at this nonsense right here. Look at this non-effing sense. Look at this non-effing sense.
You want to be mad and be racist for the rest of your life? You can do that. You know what I mean? But you're not going to really get anywhere. You're not going to ascend in consciousness by living like that. You're just coddling your trauma and feeding your hurt for the rest of your life, instead of actually healing and forgiving. And then guess what? Where now you can show up for white people and you can love on them, even when they spit in your face.
Recently, foundational Black Americans have been having to get the story straight about the origins of hip-hop. Fat Joe crashed out, ended up getting canceled from hosting the BET Awards. Matt Hoffa crashed out behind him, trying to act like he didn't know what was going on. Now he's canceling his podcast, apparently. Now this Latina Karen wants to get in on the fun. She literally believes that hip-hop was not only created 50-50 between Black Americans and Puerto Ricans, but she believes it was solely created by Puerto Ricans or Latinos thousands of years ago. I wish I was joking.
Fat Joe versus the FBA. You know, he called the FBA a bunch of broke N-words and said that they were radical racists. And this comes from, Fat Joe's been saying for the longest time that hip-hop was created by Blacks and Puerto Ricans 50-50. The FBA has been pushing back on that, saying that, no, this is created and found by foundational Black Americans, and Puerto Ricans and other Latinos have contributed along the way, but they were not the inventors, right? So that's the reason why Fat Joe is upset. What did you think about that?
It's really hard to pinpoint and tell who exactly made up hip hop, because was not created by one person. You know, when I sat there with Ralph McDaniel's Video Music Box, he agreed that it was a combination of, multi different people, putting in their 2 cents. He was like, when they were doing what they was doing in the Bronx, Joe Bataan was taking kids into the studio in Spanish Harlem and having them rap on top of Latin soul. This is actually why I call hip hop the bastard child of Latin music, because sonically, what they were doing in the streets of New York City at the time came from Latin music.
So as soon as she said, the bastard child of Latino culture, I could already see where this interview was going. This failed rapper Tina Torres that nobody's really even heard of out here just spewing madness. Her and Fat Joe aren't even on the same.
Pablo Bays, let me say this real quick. I see what you're saying as far as founded in the summer of 1973. So I see what you're doing. You're strategically picking like a long time ago, like 1973. Y'all been a part of hip hop for like 40 years. But hip hop was started when the first slave got here. Hip hop was started in slavery times. And I know y'all wasn't around us back then. So I see the 1973 thing, but it's more like 1673. You see what I'm talking about? gamingly
They
speaking.
got together to agree on this to try to be conquistadors of our culture.
You know how they say that hip hop was created in 1973? Like, that's really more of like the unification of the elements, right? Like, people are saying that this, you know, all these elements had existed previously, breakdancing, graffiti, but it wasn't until that time that they really called it.
We're talking for hundreds, maybe thousands of years that they've existed.
Come on, man.
So everybody wants to be the originator and the creator of something. You know what I mean? But we're all just influenced by something greater.
So are you saying that you agree with Fat Joe that it was 50-50? Or you're saying you're not sure?
I mean, I'm not gonna put out any numbers. I know, and from the conversations that I've had, from just studying the history of the music, from studying Latin music into hip hop, from mambo to hip hop, if you study all of that, you hear the sounds, you're musically in tune, you know what's going on, the history of what was happening in the streets of New York City at that time as well. You study that history, and then also coupled with, you know, my personal interaction with pioneers in hip hop. So I can come, I'm not gonna say it's 50-50. You know, I'm not going to put out numbers like that. That's, you know, pretty audacious to say that, but it was a melting pot of people coming in. And I would say there were even Jews and Italians in there too.
Now, you
Man, stop this
But you
shit.
see what she did there?
Oh
She
my
said,
God.
Put percentages on it because she's doing exactly
Oh
what
my
Eureka's
God.
saying that they were going to try to do. They want to say 50-50 in the beginning, and eventually they want to hijack it completely and push us out of our own culture. This woman is a perfect example, a perfect illustration of how some people want to be utilized as a buffer class against us to discredit us from our own culture, erase us, let other groups swoop in and then have us erased from our own history. And there's a precedent for this all over the world. That's why you got a caste system in India. When you look at billboards for Brazil, what do you see? The light-skinned people. China, what do you see on TV? The light-skinned people. It's the same thing. People like this Tina Torres lady don't mind playing second fiddle to white supremacy because she feels like she can blend in and go along to get along. And that's why we have to check this right now.
What did you think about how Joe approached the situation and the way that he said it?
I'm like, why is he even talking about this right now? Because we know that right now in America that, you know, it's black supremacists.
Yes, you heard that right. She said America is black supremacist.
Wow.
She's doing the black conservative role to sell us out, but she ain't even black. They ran out of black flunkies because we've been on their game calling them out. Now they think that they're going to throw some Latinos in the mix like they can't get this work too, and that's not going to happen. I watch her be the next popular person out of nowhere to take off in the right-wing media and be all over Fox News, to be interviewed on Joe Rogan and trotted around by Trump. And I only say that because the talking points that she happens to be using right now are right-wing talking points. But bottom line is, she's a useful tool to be used by white supremacists against us.
Before Black Lives Matter, I wasn't hated on by black people, maybe secretly. But after Black Lives Matter, all of a sudden, I became a Karen when talking about rap music that talks about murdering black people. Slavery has been prevalent in Africa for thousands of years.
But do you not think that that's offensive to somebody, you know, to black people that have, you know, had a history in this? Like, you know, for you to come out and say something like that, don't you think that is a bit insensitive?
I will go as far to say that the civil rights movement and the Holocaust were both psyops, made up, staged things.
Wow. Wow.
Ideology and mind control over masses right now. And that Holocaust, that staged Holocaust that happened in World War II, still is affecting America today. That civil rights movement, all that stuff is still affecting America today.
Whether or not it was a psyop or not, it still affected them and it still caused them pain as a people.
Well, of course, guess what? But guess what? Guess how we heal from our trauma? You don't sit there and talk about it and cry on it and vibrate on that hurt and that pain. You go through it, you realize, and then you have to heal, and then you have to now take responsibility for your own projection instead of being a victim. If you want to be mad and be racist for the rest of your life, you can do that. You know what I mean? But you're not going to really get anywhere. You're not going to ascend in consciousness by living like that. You're just coddling your trauma and feeding your hurt for the rest of your life instead of actually healing and forgiving. And then guess what? Where now you can show up for white people and you can love on them, even when they spit in your face.
I'm not even going to lie to you, man. This interview had me pissed off. I had to take a couple days.
Boy, ain't nothing like an ignorant ass person that think they know what they talking about, boy. Sometimes you just gotta look at them and just admire their ignorance. Ignorance is bliss. You just gotta look at them. I hope you're gonna be. Some people just so ignorant and so crazy. You just gotta look at them and say, man, I just hope you don't run into the wrong person and hurt the wrong. Like, I'm willing to see you crazy and not trip, but you might run into the wrong person that don't know you crazy and take your shit serious and try to, somebody take you serious, the shit you saying, they might do something to you, right? So like, with people like that, I just be hoping they don't run into the wrong people, man. But yeah, man, I just had to get at y'all, man, and show y'all, man, they trying to really take hip hop from us, and I just don't understand how it's supposed to happen. Like that don't make no sense to me. You know, Melly Mel tried to come out and say, you know, I guess the Puerto Ricans got on Melly Mel case and made him admit that because Melly Mel said that Latinos created hip hop, and then when he named the people, he named all black people. So it was like Melly Mel. You were supposed to prove that I guess the Puerto Ricans paid you, or they extorted you, or they scared you into saying what you said, but you still said exactly what. I mean, let me let y'all hear it. This boy still said exactly what I was thinking. Hold on, let me find Melly Mel so y'all can see this real quick. Hold on. 6 likes, we turning up, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Here we go. Puerto Ricans didn't help create nothing. They just could.
Right here, so crazy they wasn't even calling it hip hop at first. They was
that's kind of hard.
The legend king himself, Grandmaster Melly Mel. What I want to try to do is bring some kind of clarity to a situation that's been floating around. And as a matter of fact, just to try to get it off the front page, you want to put, little weirdness on the back page. Now, they got this whole thing going on about who started hip hop and who, whether Puerto Ricans was the backbone or whether black people was the backbone of the culture. Now, is no wrong answers. I don't believe in right or wrong answers. But
no, stop.
Everybody got their opinion. So now this is my opinion.
Man, here we go.
It's no black culture. Like hip hop is not black culture. Hip hop is Bronx culture. All that made hip hop, the building blocks of hip hop, was formed in the Bronx. The first popular DJs, DJ Cool,
a black person.
The first turntablist, Flash. Bronx
a black
cat.
person.
The first guy to do the scratch. Graham was a theater.
A black person.
Bronx cat, right? The first MC. You're looking at him.
A black person.
Monsignor Hospital. The Bronx culture is hip hop culture. So the fact that
but the people you just named in the Bronx was all black people. They just but as I say, I gotta man, like if y'all gonna try to, I want to see this. I just like it's like watching some ants carry a cookie. I'm just watching this shit. Like this is interesting. It's like watching 100 ants try to carry a cookie somewhere. I want to pluck it so bad. I want to spray the cookie with Ray, spray a circle around it and watch the ants go from this corner to this corner and watch them die in the middle of the circle. Just the people that think that. Like this is crazy to me. Like, can y'all imagine for my OGs? I don't even talk to nobody under 35. You under 35, I'm not even gonna look in your eyes. If you're under 35, I'm not even gonna look in your eyes. And y'all young people, y'all professional eye whisperers too. Y'all be everywhere trying to look everybody in their eyes and connect with everybody. Y'all be, I don't see a young person. I don't look at me, older person. Look at me. I don't care nothing. If you're under 35, I don't even talk to you. I'm talking about, man, watching this shit is incredible. Why I'm just sitting here like this. I know Pac and Biggie, they cool. Pac and Biggie both look at this shit here. Biggie, like I knew Fat Joe. Biggie, like I did songs with him. We both was fat together. Like this is ridiculous.
You got two different sides arguing about the culture of hip hop. You didn't even say none of the Bronx guys' name. Like it's like all this
we not about to turn. Now, if you trying to turn this, don't turn this into a territorial thing. Don't turn this into a territorial thing. Don't do that, because then the West Coast branch got to come out. Then the Bay Area branch got to come out. You know, they say the greatest song in hip hop history, the greatest beat in hip hop history was 93 Until Infinity. They was from Oakland in 1993. This is for the game of speaking hip hop heads, bro. This is for the real hip hop elevated heads. Pause. I'm talking about, bro, this is watching them try to string this together. Down and out, New York City, James Brown, 1973-68. Especially other FBA, where hip hop started, is approximately Black American population. Once we start disrespecting and hating each other, we both were buying. Listen, man. Hip hop didn't even really start in New York like that. Hip hop started with Black Americans in America. Like I told you, I grew up on the West Coast. And I seen people with feeler suits and donkey ropes and perms and drug dealers, and we did it different on the West Coast. But boom, 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 boom. I remember hearing that when I was a kid. Like it used to be songs that was like blaxploitation songs that used to be turned up, sounding like boom, boom, boom. Blaxploit. Listening to old Curtis Mayfield with the music turned all the way up. Listen to the Superfly soundtrack. Like the Superfly soundtrack back in the day was like the Menace to Society soundtrack, and there wasn't no rapping on there. But it was like the hip thing to have, the Superfly soundtrack. The cover had Superfly on the front with the Cadillac. The songs, some child running wild. I'm your pusher man. He's singing about being a dope dealer. I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm that nigga in the alley. So he already was on some hip hop. Like that's what I'm saying. Where's y'all people like that? Hip hop came from black people in America, bro. It didn't come from nothing else. All this little, but a long time ago in Venezuela and Jamaica, the one no. We're not gonna do that. I was on the West Coast. I saw hip hop get created, and by the time people start rapping, it's like, oh, okay, it's ready. We rapping now. That's how it always be. Okay, somebody wearing baggy pants. Okay, now you're wearing baggy pants now. You know, somebody wearing their hat to the side. Okay, now we're wearing our hats to the side now. Okay, now people rapping. It was already there, but now they rapping to it and putting the beat. Okay, now we rapping now. This hip hop has already been around before it had a name. I just started hearing the word hip hop like in 1992 or something. It wasn't even called hip hop in the 80s. Like, we're gonna stop playing, bro.
Who's all the weak?
Y'all got the right one and the wrong one.
Whoever speaking about that, you wasn't even there. I'm there. I'm 16, 17 years old. I'm looking at Herc and them. If you want to talk about hip hop culture and have it being beneficial for somebody, then why am I supposed to benefit Herc? Why you can't ask Kaz or somebody? Ask somebody that was there. You're just going to take it upon yourself. Oh yeah, well, you know, so and so started the culture. At the end of the day, the people wasn't even really behind hip hop like that. Was behind hip hop. That's who was in the parties. And you had a couple of people from the outer boroughs, and they came in, but the whole thing happened in the Bronx. Ask Herc. Did you ask Biggs, or did you ask Flash? Well, Flash, what do you think about? Oh yeah, foundational Black Americans. We was Afro Americans probably back then. We wasn't even. It was no foundational Black Americans. It wasn't the people wasn't behind hip hop other than the people that went to the jams in the Bronx. And let me just say this: when hip hop was first spoken, like in the connotation of it being something, it wasn't even a term of endearment. People, just what people used to say. Now we just called it. We was just jams. We was just on the jams. The point that you're trying to make is pointless because first you wasn't there. It was only Bronx cats in the original B-boys. They from the Bronx. Even the music where they say, oh yeah, hip hop is black music. It's Bronx music. Everybody else's song, the go-to song in all the other boroughs, it was Love Is a Message. The Bronx was playing Apache. That's what we was doing. Catch a Groove, all that. And if you look at the groups, one of the greatest, as far as I'm concerned, one of the greatest hip hop songs ever, which is Apache. It was a bunch of white boys and maybe one black. I'm going to address the 300-pound white elephant in the room. What do we do about Fat Joe? And the answer is not a thing. You do the same thing that when he said that did when he said it around. Because now, you can like Joe, you cannot like Joe. Joe's a Bronx. Joe ain't no outsider. He's a Bronx nigga. So at the end of the day, if it's a Bronx nigga from the crate crew or somebody, you call Joe, Joe, you wild or whatever, that's all that internet. See, that's that girl shit. You could say Joe, but when you see Joe, you're going to puff your chest up, you're going to get husky and say, Joe, no, you're not. You don't gotta like Joe my nigga. Joe, my nigga, anytime he do something, you see your mailman, come on out here with me. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, anybody could say something you don't agree with. We men.
Look, you scared of Joe. Out here looking like a 2024 version of a wizard. Look, nigga, you look like a genie or something, man. Get out. Listen, I don't care what New York got to say about it. I love New York. Much love for New York. Much love for the culture. But if y'all letting the Puerto Ricans extort y'all, if y'all letting the Puerto Ricans punk y'all out of claiming hip hop, I'm from the West Coast, man. I'm from California. So ain't nobody punking that. Man, ain't nobody, I'm not hearing about nobody, like, no. Because we had our own branch of hip hop. We had Too Short, Mac Dre, NWA. We had our own early legends too. I mean, we was rapping a long time ago in the 80s, just when New York was. So, like I say, hip hop is one of those things where some people was wearing it, doing it over here, and it just took off because it was bound to take off. It was bound to happen. Hip hop was bound to happen no matter if it was in the Bronx, no matter what. I think no matter what, somebody would have started rapping regardless anyway. Like, I think hip hop would have turned into hip hop no matter what. That's just what I think. You know what I'm saying? I just can't get over this boy Buster. Like, I'm gonna leave y'all with this, man. Look, I'm gonna start. Y'all subscribe, man. Like I say, for those of y'all that's in here right now, I just want to show y'all something. Don't leave. Let me show y'all something real quick so y'all can understand why y'all coming to this live and why it's starting to catch. I do lives. I'm good at doing lives, y'all. Look, this is my other channel right here. On my other channel, I'm almost at 9,000 subscribers. Okay, at my other channel, I'm almost at 9,000 subscribers. Right? Look at my lives. Look at my live numbers. So I want y'all to understand why on this channel I be doing so good with the lives when I strike them up. Look at my lives, right? Now, look at the numbers, and these are recently. Look at how, and these are like within an hour or so. Look at the numbers on my lives. I do like 30K, 25K in an hour. These are recent. So when I do these lives, I'm not just some dude with a channel with 500 subscribers just striking up a live. Like, I actually have a whole other channel where I'm like, I done been on Real Life Street Stars. I done been featured people that made videos to my videos. So I'm just on here just chilling in Clark Kent mode. Like, I'm trying to get this channel built up. I want to have 2 monetized channels. So I'm trying to get this one built up. But like, nah, bro, I've been doing this. I want y'all to hear what Buster got to say one more time. I done played this a few times. Oh, my it died. My iPad died, but look, y'all just hit the Caribbean island of Cuba has been influential in the development of multiple million. We don't listen. That's what I'm saying, bro. We don't care about the Caribbean island, bro. We don't. That's what I'm trying to tell you, dog. Y'all gotta stop. Listen, I know this is a new era, right? I know we in this new era. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, give me 2. Something. Don't let these people come and take away our culture, man. Like, I didn't play all these videos and all that, man, but I want y'all to understand what's trying to happen right now. And they really look like they trying to like line up and do it. You didn't see? Don't think they won't do it, black people. Don't think it can't happen. We in a crazy ass time right now. Like, I didn't think KD was gonna go to Golden State. I heard rumors about it. Like, man, ain't no fucking way. Like, ain't nobody, even in the wreck of a team win a lot, and they like, you want to run? They like, no, I'm gonna sign up with somebody else and beat y'all. Even in the wreck, they don't do that. Like, I'm telling you, bro, like, I didn't think Donald Trump would become president because he was just on a reality show. You know, I didn't think Kamala Harris was going to become president, and I was right about that. Like, a few things, I didn't think Tyson was going to beat up Jake Paul. I was right about that. A few of these things that I thought wouldn't happen, but it happened. Like, I don't think they're going to be able to take over hip-hop. I don't think they're going to be able to take it over, but these rumblings is getting, like, damn, they make, like, Don't y'all know there's like YouTubers and like Puerto Rican YouTubers, Mexican YouTubers that's like literally like starting whole got chats with like 20,000 people in it of a bunch of people agreeing that black people didn't start hip hop. Like I don't think, see, this is what I be doing as a YouTuber. As a YouTuber, I be coming through the YouTube streets. Like back in the day when we was funking with niggas, we'd get a new car with tents on it and we wouldn't even slide through the enemy's territory to get nobody if they was outside. We'd just slide through to see the layouts. We'd be in a whole nother car, tinted up. You know, get our baby mama, get one of our aunties, or say we going to the store, auntie, run to the store, watch this car. Okay, we got her car, just dipping through the hood to see the layout. I be dipping through YouTube to see the layout. There's Puerto Rican and Latino YouTubers that's big like me. Like I'm not even big. This is my smaller channel. Like I just showed you on my other channel. There's bigger YouTubers that's like got 7,000 subscribers, 10,000, and they got whole chats with like 20,000 people, 10,000 people in the chat, all saying, we created hip hop. Black people didn't create hip hop. I hope y'all know that, right? So when I do my lives, I need y'all to come hold me down. This is the FBA movement, because I'm telling y'all wondering where's all this coming from. You know, he might say you see little stuff, and then where's all this coming? They have a whole movement right now. I even heard somebody say FPRA, Foundational Puerto Rican Americans. They starting to say the FPRA started. Like I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, y'all think I'm playing. I be doing these lives for a reason. They about to really try to uproot hip hop. And you know, once they do it, it's gonna start being like official holidays and like official sandwiches and official stuff and all that for hip hop. Once other people get in it, they're gonna try to make it like a real thing. They trying to gentrify hip hop. They trying to make it to like, okay, Kendrick Lamar's performing at the Super Bowl. Like clearly this is the beat of like hip hop is clearly, okay, we try to shun it for 20 years. Clearly hip hop is the pulse of the world, not just America. They got people in the whole other countries acting like hip hop. Deep down inside, hip hop was created by Black Americans. The runt of society, the pit bull of the world, the Black Americans be the most looked down of everybody in the whole world. It was created by them. We got to do something where it's not by them, because we want to be a part of it. We don't want Eminem to be the only one. We don't want Pitbull to be the only one. We don't want Fat Joe to be the only one. We want the whole thing to be like that. Because if you take black people out of hip hop right now, it'll be crickets and tumbleweeds. Even the other people stuck in the middle that be looking, where do black people go? Wait, what happened? It was an argument where y'all said y'all didn't create hip hop, so now all the black people. Like if all the black people stop playing the NFL, you gonna watch the NFL? If all the black people stop playing the NBA, you gonna watch the NBA? Now, one thing I can say the Mexicans did, but the Latinos did, but they took over and they did it, what they trying to do. I remember I was the only person in 1998, 1999 cutting Mexicans' hair, giving them tapers, giving them bald fades. I was the only one. I was a black person. They had to go to black people to get the fades and the bald fades, right? But this is a great analogy. I'm gonna leave y'all with one of the greatest analogies. This is the greatest analogy. Matter of fact, my live on my other bigger channel. That's why I'm practicing on this channel. This analogy is the greatest analogy of ever right here. Peep this. Peep this analogy. Damn, it's a good ass analogy. I got to do a live on this. Back in like 2000, 99, stuff like that, half my clientele was Mexicans and Latino people because I was the only black person that would cut fades and tapers and bald fades on their hair. And they used to want to get their hair like that. The other like Latino people, white people, and white people too. But this is not their argument. They would get like the white people hairstyles, like little shingle cuts, mousse, flick it here and there, little whatever type haircuts that white people and like Mexican people was getting. So I started putting fades on them, putting the razor like to where they like, damn, I didn't even know my hair color. I can get a fade now. I can get like, I was doing that. They was coming to me. It would mess other people up. The black people like, how's half your clientele Latino? Oh, bro, because I know, right? So then what happened was they start catching on like, well, wait a minute. Why don't we learn how to cut our own hair? And like, but the fade and all that, the taper, the fade, those are black people hairstyles that we created. We created the taper. Oh, y'all, I guess in 10 years, y'all gonna say y'all created the taper fade too. Because people, I'm going with this. That taper, the bald fade, the beard, all that, we created that. We created those low style haircuts. Black people did. We created that. You go look at even back in the day, look in the 50s and the 40s, black people had edge ups and all that stuff, right? So now I look up now, and it's a lot of Latinos, a lot of Mexicans cutting hair now. They even cutting black people hair now. And they good at it, right? I heard a Mexican dude come to me, he say, this is probably about like 3 years ago. He say, man, you know, y'all black people, y'all need to get it together as barbers. Like, y'all people starting to come to us because we more business minded. And when he said it to me, I'm thinking to myself, I'm looking at dude like, bro, you really don't even know I'm one of the first black people to cut Mexicans people. I'm really like a forefather of Mexicans getting fades and tapers. Like it used to be to the point where Mexicans, like the Mexicans family and like they mom and them, this is how you know I ain't lying. Like Mexicans would bring their mom and their family and them just to see me cut their hair. And they'd be like, dang, you got a haircut like a black, like you was able to get a fade. Like they'd really be looking at their mom like, see, I got a fade like a black person, like it's low edged. Like I started all that. 15 years later, a Mexican dude that's a barber comes to me telling me, yeah, man, y'all people need to get it together, y'all. And I'm like, look at how everything done changed. But now y'all telling me, y'all, and they're good at it. They cut good hair, but this is hip hop. This is different. But that's what they trying to do though. That's what they trying to do to hip hop. You see what I'm saying? I'm making a whole podcast to talk some more. Hey, I need to get on that with you. Hey, Pablo. I need to get on that with you, man. My Instagram is the gallery, TheGallery 1500, all one word. Y'all get on there for me, man. But yeah, bro, we gonna continue this conversation, and y'all see what's going on, bro. They trying to really, really take hip hop, bro. I had forgot about it, lay low for a minute since the Trump thing was going on. Rick Ross and 50 and all this stuff, and it's been a lot of stuff going on. Drake and Drake and Kendrick, but nah, bro, I'm still on this. I'm still on this because at first I kind of laid back for a minute. I'm like, okay, they kind of died down with the whole talk, like it didn't die down a little bit, and it's like, nah, it didn't die down. It actually just turned into a real thing where it's a whole bunch of new YouTubers and new people talking about they created hip hop, and that's starting to get a whole lot of traction. Fat Joe didn't apologize because he was like, nah, I'm not apologizing. You don't even really know. We really think this. Y'all wonder why Fat Joe didn't apologize. Fat Joe didn't apologize because he's like, nah, nigga, I'm not playing. Fat Joe like, I'm gonna apologize if I really didn't think that. Fat Joe like, nigga, I think we really created hip hop. You gonna see some more coming, like y'all think, and go on there and type in, just go on your phone and type in Puerto Rican YouTubers, Latino YouTubers. I'll do another one later. Look, y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, notification button. I'll do another one later where I'll play them and I'll show y'all. Y'all thought it was over. Like, nah, they got whole movements now where they really think they created hip hop now. Y'all like, subscribe, hit the notification button, all that, bro. We finna wiggle through it and get to it, man. Because it's not finna happen under my watch.